Hello, my name is Teacher Amanda and I'm with VIPKid, and I want to share with you today our new smart demo option. Whether you've recently applied or you're just considering it, this is great news. They have improved the hiring process yet again, and they've released an option that is very quick, very simple, and really equips you as the teacher to do a really good job from square one. So let's dive right in and talk about what the smart demo lesson is, okay? So first of all, it is something that you can do entirely from your phone from the VIPKid teaching app, which I think is awesome. Also, it's very fast. It takes about 10 minutes or less total to do. I'm gonna break it down into 3 main steps. Number 1, to apply and download the app, or download the app then apply from there. It's up to you, because you can apply online on VIPKid.com as well. But you wanna make sure you have applied to the company and downloaded the app. P.S. If you add my code to that little referral code spot, then I will reach out to you directly to offer coaching and numerous resources. Number 2 is going to be to do the reading materials and go through the 5-question quiz. And then number 3 is to go ahead and record your short 2.5-minute demo lesson of 1 teaching slide. So let's break all of that down a little bit more. Number 1, apply and download the app, or download the app and apply. I think it's easier just to start with the app itself. So go to the App Store, whether you're on an iPhone or an Android, and then look for VIPKid Teacher. It looks like this. Now, click download. Once it has downloaded, either log in if you've already signed up for VIPKid. If you haven't, click sign up and you can start your VIPKid journey there. P.S. If you want some help with the application, I can absolutely help you pass, assuming you meet the requirements. I can take you through it. There are some tricky little wording things there that trip people up. So please feel free to reach out with my information below. All right, back to the process. So once you have successfully applied, then step 2 is to go ahead and go through the reading materials and complete the quiz. So the app will actually take you through all of this. It's self-paced, and it takes you through this natural timeline of each step one by one. So it's great. Once you've applied, the app will look like this. So you'll click on where it says interview or demo lesson, and you'll click that. And then that's going to take you to this page where you can read an introduction to the demo lesson and go through some basic reading materials. The reading materials are going to prepare you for the quiz. The introduction is going to go over what the demo lesson process looks like. All are very brief and just take a few minutes to read. Very informative as well. The reading materials go over 5 key aspects of good VIPKid teaching. So that would be lesson objectives, basically the main content that you're trying to convey or the main goal you have in a given lesson. Repetition, we repeat everything in isolation 2 times with this ping pong effect. You say it, then the student says it. And then speaking speed, you want to slow down and use concise, comprehensible language for your student. Total physical response, that's going to be the physical movement that you are using to convey meaning, to give instruction, and to prompt response from your student. Okay? It also is something that the student participates in as well. And then number 5 is modeling. That's using TPR, props, all your teaching skills to show the student what to do rather than try to explain it verbally, because that can get teachers very stuck if you're trying to overly explain it rather than just showing them, okay? So those are the 5 key aspects, and again, the app itself will take you through explaining those and giving examples of those, which is so helpful. And then right after that, you can then take the quiz. You'll click on demo lesson, there'll be a big button, and then you'll take that 5-question quiz. Each question has 90 seconds on the clock, so you have a timer for them. But believe me, they're easy questions, especially if you're reading the material and paying attention to what's in front of you. They really are. The goal, it's almost like church style where you're like filling in the blank, in my opinion. It's more so trying to make sure you are grasping what you're reading, not like trying to test whether you have brought all this prior knowledge into the situation. So I think it's a very easy quiz to pass. You can definitely do it within 90 seconds or less, absolutely, on each question. And then the next step, step 3, is to go ahead and submit your demo lesson. Now, It's one teaching slide. You don't have to worry about your background. You don't really need props because again, you don't know what you're gonna get. All of this is happening, on your mobile device. So they're not expecting you to have a room full of props and all of this other stuff. They're just trying to look at, are you able to implement this teaching methodology that they have now taught you about, right? Through the quiz and the reading materials. So can you use TPR? Can you change your speaking speed? Can you show that you know repetition, how repetition is used in the classroom, things like that. And here's the great part. They actually have a little video of a teacher teaching a slide to show you what that looks like. And then you can hit record and record yourself, okay? And you'll have just one slide. For example, it might be something like teaching the verb run and conjugating it to different people and things. So I think it's a great process. This smart demo is an awesome option for us. And I think that we're gonna see a lot of success with applicants going through the process with this. So after you hit submit and finish your recording, wait 24 hours and they'll get back to you whether you passed or whether you need to then go on to do the full 10-minute demo lesson, which, side note, that's always an option. The 10-minute My Feelings lesson is always an option if you want to do that live interview with another person, right? And that's also the opportunity to bring up pay discussion, things like that. Or you can also do the 10-minute version and record it at home and then do it that way. Those are both options, but the great thing about the smart demo lesson is it's new and it's from your phone and it's so fast. It takes 10 minutes total to go through the reading material, quiz, and the reading material might take a few minutes extra, but for the most part, I think it's very quick. You can skim through that reading material, finish those questions in far less than 90 seconds each, and then submit your smart demo lesson. You have 2.5 minutes for the actual recording, but honestly, I think you could do it in less pretty easily because it's one slide and we typically aim for about 1 minute per slide, okay? Also, you have multiple opportunities. If you don't like the way that it turned out, it's not like it's one and done. And I lastly want to note that if you need to get out of the app or if a notification pops up and you go check on Facebook or something, just keep in mind that if you leave the app, everything will reset because you're on that timer. It's not gonna pause for you, okay? So make sure you're doing it at a time where you can sit down with your phone, take the 10 minutes, and complete it. All right, so let's recap those steps real fast. Apply and download the app, or vice versa, download the app and then apply from that. Number 2 is to complete the reading materials and 5-question quiz. And number 3 is to record that 2.5-minute demo lesson from your phone. And once again, it's all going to be self-paced and it's going to be written out for you on the app. Maybe written out is not the best word, but it's going to be shown very clearly each step, where you're at and what to do next. It's super user-friendly, and I think this is just a great option because basically they're equipping you with all the information of what they want from you and then asking you to show them briefly in a short video. And then again, you'll hear back in 24 hours whether you passed. You will instantly, once you submit your video, you'll instantly be taken to an analysis page, which will go over information that maybe you struggled with on the quiz. It'll kind of recap based on your results from the quiz. But your video results, you have to wait 24 hours because a person has to watch that. It's not graded by a computer instantaneously. If you have questions about this or anything else in the hiring process, please know I'm so happy to help. I have been one of the top hiring coaches. I don't know my exact placement. I know last quarter I was in the top 50, and I only say that because I've really enjoyed coaching applicants through the hiring process, seeing them succeed and seeing them enjoy this job as much as I have. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out with my contact information below, or add my code and you'll pop up on my referral tracker that way. And just know there are a lot of benefits to having a coach in this process, having someone who can advocate for you to VIPKid, who has been through the process and knows the ins and outs really well. Kind of just like how if you have a buddy who works for a company, they have that in for you. They have that inside information and those inside tips and resources. That's what I would love to be for you. So please feel free to reach out. Thanks and happy teaching.